Welcome to the Level Up Lounge, your cozy, chaotic corner of conversation where we delve into the worlds of gaming, pop culture, and mental health. My name's Anthony, and with me is Nick, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. And we're on!
We're on, baby.
That camera angle's a little bit weird, but that's
Oh,
fine.
let's fix my hair on stream.
You should have done that before.
Nah.
Welcome in, everyone. Welcome back to the fourth episode of the Level Up Lounge.
Yes. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome in.
I made a mistake last week.
Oh, did you? What was it?
I put the YouTube episode as episode 4.
Oh, that's
instead of
fine.
episode
It could
3.
be a repeat for this week.
No, I've changed it now.
Oh.
It's already fixed, so that's good. But anyway, like I said, welcome in. Today we've actually got some stuff planned.
I don't know about planned, but it's like it's pre-thought out.
Semi-decently planned. So we're going to be chatting about a couple of new games, a couple of new things that are coming from games. Well, I've got a little bit of a segment slotted in there for some D&M style chats.
Oh, yeah.
And
deep and
some gaming later on. We're going to be playing a game called That's Not My Neighbor. I played it today on TikTok and it was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it'd be a good game to sort of sit here and talk. Well, we're going to play it later. But that is the plan for today. So what have you been up to this week?
Working. More working.
That makes for a good podcast.
I played a little bit Nightingale.
Played a little bit of Nightingale. I still haven't downloaded it to be
played a little bit. Really did enjoy it, but I found that I didn't get past. It took me way too long to get past the tutorial because I didn't realize it was a tutorial. So I kind of just was bumming around doing whatever I felt like doing, and then I got past it and I was like, "Oh, the world is open."
It's kind of like me with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I played a lot of it, sailed around, did a whole bunch of stuff on those starting islands. And then I was like, man, I've been playing this for a while. And then I sailed out and it was like Assassin's Creed. I was like, that was the tutorial?
Yeah, I think you just spent maybe a little bit too long in the tutorial because you can come back.
Oh, okay.
So it's intended that pretty much as soon as you complete your basic stuff, you get your money back, then you buy the boat or get the boat or whatever it is. I can't remember. I played it that much. So I can't remember. You meant to come back.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
You meant to come back because there's something to do with your little friend, and I think there's ramifications of sticking the glass eye up the goat's butt, or the obsidian eye, which I thought was hilarious. Yeah. That was one of my favorite scenes of that because she's just like, go and get it, and he's like, grr. And you're like,
I got up to the part. I played a fair bit of it, and then I thought I was doing really well, and then the assassination contracts opened.
Yep.
And I was like,
is that the ones where you've got to like hunt down you've got to fight the bounty hunters? Is that what you mean?
No. When they give you the map of who's in the eye or whatever it is, and you've got to systematically go through, and I felt like that was really late in the game. I was like, this is an Assassin's Creed game.
Well, technically it's not. If you follow the story.
If you follow the story close enough.
Not too closely, but probably a lot closer than what I imagine you and me would. Because I don't know how about you, but I like to get a lot of the side quests done before I actually do the main quest.
I generally go by leveling. So if a quest says it's level 8 and I'm level 10, go back and do it.
I'll just go.
I'll go back and do them. I've got to have them because I don't like going back when I'm level 20 and doing a level 8 mission.
That's fair.
So
sometimes it's nice to just come through and roll over everything and be like, yeah.
That's what I do anyway. You just get good.
Yeah, right. Oh, Mr. Dark Souls player. But no, well, yeah, no, I don't know. I haven't been doing too much this week. Just working and dealing with the kids. Helped the mother of my children move house, which
very nice.
Was a job. Not a whole lot to do, but just just a bit.
I hope we don't have to move again for a while because I hate that.
Well, luckily she didn't have too much stuff, and she had done quite a bit. It was just a matter of
actually moving
like the fridge, the couch, the TV unit, just things like that, like big heavy things, and moving the kids' computers and just little and then getting the rest of my stuff that's still there
out
even now out. I've got to find a home for my car, my little Honda.
Yes,
red car down the side.
Car. Yep.
I'm still figuring out where I'm going to put that. Probably a storage unit, but
Figure it out.
yeah.
Get them.
What about you? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? What's been happening in the life of Mr. YTG?
I've been, streaming. I've
As you do.
been working really hard on the podcast, actually.
Oh no, it's good.
A lot of shorts coming out, which is cool. A lot of trying to do Instagram posts. Leading the search history on the kids' computers.
That's probably a warranted thing, yes. Especially considering my son is almost 10.
So I've been doing a lot of stream stuff. I went through on my main account on Anthony YTG and made some new alerts.
Oh, nice.
And just been researching a lot of different stuff. I finally got the podcast onto Spotify,
which is exciting. Very exciting.
So you can now find this podcast on Spotify. If you're listening to it on Spotify, this is the first one that will be going up when it's intended to. So hello Spotify.
What do you mean by that? When it's intended to?
Well, because the last 3 ones should have been up 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know. So will this one be going up today? Like, will we upload?
No, it'll go up on Tuesday.
4 episodes all at once?
They're all 3 already up.
Oh, okay, cool. Yep.
So yeah, that's exciting. I was really happy with that.
Yeah, no, that is. I completely forgot about the fee and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. And been playing a lot of Elden Ring.
As you do.
Yep. I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring on stream. It's been a lot of fun. And
fun.
No, it has been really good. It's a really good game. I'm moving through it a lot better than what I did last time.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I'm playing it more than once per week.
Are you getting better clips out of it than? Well, not that the other clips weren't good, but
you've been jumping a lot too. Chat has scared the heck out of me.
Oh, you mean like jump scares? I thought you meant like in the game.
In the game
I didn't
as
think
well.
you could jump.
Yeah, you can. In this one,
you could only roll. Oh yeah, no, that's right. I did play about 10 minutes of it.
FromSoft changed it up a little bit. I don't know why it's such a good game.
Well, it would have only been used for me getting footage, if anything, because it's such a beautiful game.
It is a beautiful game. It's a stunning game.
Just not good enough, I guess. Just not good enough.
Well, you're gonna have to practice because we're gonna be doing some Elden Ring stuff on the Level Up Lounge.
Yeah, gross.
We'll start you off with Dark Souls so you can get.
I'd rather play Elden Ring than Dark Souls.
Actually, no, Bloodborne.
Isn't that even worse?
No, the Bloodborne's easier than Dark Souls, in my personal opinion. But it's a really good it's a really good story. Really good story.
So it's a pretty good transition you've got over there, Stace. Thank you. One of the things we're going to be talking about today is this article that's on the screen now. The Elden Ring director wants to become more hands-off and wants to give his team more responsibilities and to see what sort of ideas they can come out with.
So this is what you were...
Yeah. It's one of the things because obviously I'm pretty sure the Elden Ring director is the same as the Dark Souls, isn't it?
Yeah, the supervisory role over Dark Souls games.
It's hard for me to read because of the no glasses. But yeah, I read that the other day and I was like, you know what, Anthony would probably really like this article. It's very interesting considering he's been the I think it's the like the creative director, like the overall.
He has a Dark Souls 2, which is probably why that is why Dark Souls 2 is not as good as the others. Yeah. Story wise, it's lacking. Gameplay wise, it's lacking. Environment, it's lacking. Bosses, it's what bosses.
But it's good that he's taken a step back and letting people who are good at the things that they do be good or try to be good and improve and do the things that they're good at.
As long as he's still going into a supervise,
I think he is, role. But he's not going to be the
director.
So he's going to be overall, but his little minions and little he was going to.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Which is
okay. I don't know how I feel about that.
No.
I understand the idea of letting other people flourish in a scene, but there's been other cases where in video game history people have taken that step back and it's not been the best.
Yeah, no. Well, like I said, it says in that little article that he wasn't. He reflects fondly on Dark Souls 2, but he wasn't the direct director
Yeah, I don't know how you can reflect
of
fondly on that, but anyway.
well, you've
Oh, it says right there.
being the director of a company, you kind of need to reflect fondly on the games that your company produces, regardless if you have a direct input, because
Yeah.
it's a PR thing. You've got to make it look good.
I wonder if he's stepping down because of microtransactions.
Yeah, like what are they trying to add microtransactions and he's
Yeah,
against it,
we
or
spoke about this the other week. Elden Ring's coming to mobile.
oh, that's right, yeah,
It's just coincidentally at the right time that
yeah. I wonder.
I wonder if the company's going one way and he's going, no, well, I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah, like no, that'd be completely fair if that was the main reason he was taking a step away from all that. Yeah.
Interesting. I did read a thing today. I seen a bunch of things on YouTube. There's a bunch of content creators that are talking about the video game crash. It's because Sony just laid off a whole bunch of people again.
Even more.
Yep.
Oh,
So
wow.
another 600 employees or something.
Okay, that's new to me.
And people are saying at this rate we're not going to have employees left to
That's what you're worried about as well. You'd hope it Dark Souls doesn't go downhill with him stepping away. Yeah, it should be interesting to keep track of.
It definitely will be. I'm keen to see it.
Yeah, well, considering you're an avid Dark Souls and Elden Ring and Bloodborne player,
the Elden Ring situation
Mhm.
with the microtransactions scares me a lot
yeah,
because you see some of the other companies that have done it
and how they've gone,
and
yeah.
they've gone downhill. Diablo with Mortal.
Diablo Immortal, yeah. Well, the thing there wasn't necessarily the microtransactions; it was the fact that Diablo 3 came out years ago, and then they come to BlizzCon and they're like, had hinted at a Diablo 4 launch, and they were, everybody was like, yeah, Diablo 4, let's go. This is what we're here for. And then they were like, Diablo Immortal, and everybody's just like, what?
Yeah, and they're sitting
This
there going,
is-
woo!
Yeah,
And
exactly.
everyone's like,
There were some people that were
okay.
hyped about it. It was a collab between a Chinese or one of those Asian mobile game companies and Blizzard to try and tap into that market because they're really big on the mobile games like Genshin. I'm pretty sure is a
mobile game.
mobile game, and that's a really, really popular. And they wanted that, but then they added microtransactions. It made it even worse. I played Immortal for like 2 or 3 hours. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't Diablo 4, and that's what I wanted.
I had fun with it, but also I didn't play Diablo 3, so
I love Diablo 3.
I've played 1 and 2. I haven't played 3 or 4.
We're gonna have to do a Diablo playthrough one day.
Yes. Yep. But I don't know how we got to that.
Neither do
I. On that, let's I sat up after a stream this week and watched Nictacular react to the Pokemon Presents
Oh yeah.
situation. Now, it was fantastic.
What his reaction? Or?
No, just the event in general. Okay.
Oh yeah. What is it?
So Pokemon Presents is it's almost like a
Is it like BlizzCon but for Pokemon?
yeah, but it's short. It's just like a little thing. They do a couple during the year, and this one was 12 minutes.
Mhm.
Very short.
Is that sort of like where they do the Minecraft?
Yeah, Minecraft live
updates live. Yeah.
Obviously,
Obviously, that's not more. That's not 12 minutes, but
but it was 12 minutes. People were thinking it was going to be a lot longer, but
you're fine with microtransactions as long as they're not the pay to win kind. Yeah, I do understand that, like cosmetics and stuff in games, but I don't know. I'm very much on the fence with it because I'm an avid WoW player, and they've got the store, and I have spent money on it, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of spending money on like cosmetics and stuff like that, like mounts or
even mounts. I don't get it.
That's about all I've bought WoW tokens, which give you a certain amount of in-game currency because that was their way of stopping you from going to the gold farmers and paying them $10 for 1,000,000 gold, which was basically a scam anyway. Because half the time you didn't get your money apparently. I don't know. It's a hard thing. A lot of people are against microtransactions just in general.
I am because I don't like the fact that I could play a game for 20 hours and get a special something, and that's for my. Imagine if you could pay for achievements.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
My biggest thing is like Fortnite and Minecraft Bedrock Edition.
Yeah.
With kids being able to just, I think we spoke about it last week as well, being able to just dump their money in and no restriction unless their parents put a stop to it.
Yeah.
But even then,
I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan at all. I dislike it.
Works half the time, often $20 for 1,000,000 gold. Still, yeah, they're trying to crack down on that key, but you know, it's hard to do.
It is. It's especially when so many people make so much money from it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pokemon Presents.
Yeah, let's get back.
So I was watching Nick Tacular react to Pokemon Presents, and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Short, a lot shorter than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be about half an hour. Turned out to be about 12 minutes. But it was packed. It was absolutely chockers. So the first thing I want to speak about is the Pokemon trading card game, if we can.
Not Pokemon Z-Day.
It
was sarcasm, was a bad joke. Yeah, it's alright, Ki. Obviously I didn't know what /S meant, sorry.
With the trading card game. So we've got the trading cards, right? So we got these bad boys.
Yeah, but this is 3D, mate.
Yeah.
This is 3D.
So we got these. And obviously with these,
are they 3D though?
Just listen. With these, there's a lot of problems. First off,
I don't want that one. I want the last one. Yeah.
Rapidash.
Give me Rapidash.
First off, these are easy to bust.
Look how shiny you are.
These are very easy to bust. They're not. What?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
They're not durable, right?
No.
So you play with these.
Even in the thing,
I've got some in top loaders.
Are they the hard ones?
Yeah. But even then with that. No.
I was.
Even with that, they're still
I was bending it.
Not the best. Yes, and coffee.
Coffee and they be gone.
Or
any other kind of drink.
So it's, to be fair, it's digital.
Yeah.
So you don't actually have.
So it's an NFT?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But this.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait for it.
Yeah, but that's not a Pikachu anymore.
No, I know, but the immersive cards, look at the art on that.
Yeah.
It is phenomenal. And each immersive card is going to have a immersive environment that is different to each other one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So full arts have gone from full arts, like I don't have any on me at the moment, like this initial picture here, into full environments.
Yeah.
So there's your normal card. That's your standard card, right? And then the immersive environment, you get to go into that card and see what's happening within the environment.
That is kind of cool. That is pretty cool.
I was so excited when I seen it. I was like, oh my, I'm getting this. So Pokemon trading card game Pocket. It's on your phone. You can trade with friends. You open up booster packs. Once again, microtransactions.
But that's different because
it's in the case of you're buying boosters anyway.
The only thing that's really different about that is back in the day, Pokemon cards, or even today, you have to go into the shop.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're limited by your want and desire to leave the house, go to the shop, talk to a person, buy the cards.
How addictive it is,
take them home. I know, but like what I'm saying there is, you physically have to go to the shop to buy them or go to eBay, whatever. Whereas this, it's a single press of a button. So it's instant gratification. That's the only thing that I'm worried about with that.
Yeah, I can see that, actually.
Because
let's say you've just put me off of it. Thanks.
Let's say you've got $1,000 in your bank account. A pack is $20. What's that? 20 packs or something? No, like 200 packs. How many of those are going to be amazing cards?
Yes, and then the other thing is the selling. Okay, now I've kind of
Sorry, I didn't mean to break that down like that for you. Like it is really exciting. Don't get me wrong. It is really cool. It's just as a parent with children who are into Pokemon and that sort of thing, I can see my son wanting to do that.
They are saved on the phone. Or they'll be on the cloud, but I don't think they're going to do a monthly fee.
You wouldn't want to save it on the phone because what if you lose your phone?
Yeah. They tried the monthly fee with Pokemon Bank, which was a Pokemon transfer bank, and not a lot of people used it.
I wouldn't have.
So they don't do monthly fees on that because they make enough money on other things.
Oh, damn right. And they'd be making more, like, with the amount of people. Like, I love Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. I probably won't invest in that unless I've got a couple of friends doing it. And, we can trade back and forth. And, it's 1 or 2 packs a week. That's fine. Oh, maybe that's a week. Maybe not a week. Maybe like a month.
Well, the pack should be about $9 a pack.
Oh.
Because they should match in
How many's in a pack?
What is it? 15 card boosters? Yeah, 15.
Yeah, okay. I would if I had friends doing it.
Yeah, pressure.
Pretty much.
That's how I had my first drink.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Like I played Pokemon Go. Love it. I played Pokemon as a kid. Played all the Pokemons up until we spoke about. Black and White, I think it was, and it's not that I've lost the interest. It's just I wouldn't say I don't have the time. I don't have the desire.
Yeah, that's fair.
To sit down and play through a game.
I have the desire.
Yeah.
The new Pokemon game comes out. I gotta buy it. I gotta play
Pokemon Go? Damn right. Pokemon Go where?
And that's one of the places they're making all their money from too.
Oh, I'm so funny.
Pokemon Go, I don't know whether you still can.
Yes, you can
buy candies and.
I don't know about candies, but you can buy your
Poke coins.
You can buy your coins, which you can use to buy your eggs. Your incubators.
Yeah.
You just started up again a few months ago. Good on you, Rusco. Good game. I've got like a couple of bag upgrades and a couple of inventory upgrades to the point where I think I can have I have duplicates of every Pikachu with a hat.
Why?
I have one of every evolution that I've caught, and I have about 30 Eevees.
Look, Gengar is your favorite.
It is, but there's been more Eevee events than.
Okay, fair enough.
It's tiered. I've got Gengar's at the top, and then it's Mimikyu, and then it's Eevee. Those are my top 3.
So is Eevee your favorite evolution?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So plain.
Because it can become everything. Eevee can become whatever Eevee wants.
I think my favorite's Umbreon and Sylveon.
You played from day one up until the raise of the community where I loved it at the time was toxic.
Eevee is also cute.
Yeah.
That's why you can point to that person.
No, I'm pointing to the camera.
No, but the person who just said that.
Yeah, I know. I'm pointing to the camera. It feels more personal. It feels like I'm talking to Key.
I
was talking to Stace as well. I did read that one.
I
read it out.
That's why I like Sylveon. Sylveon's cute.
The fairy.
Yes.
Calm
down.
Now, if I had to pick out of the evolutions, it used to be Vaporeon.
Yeah,
but
Vaporeon's
it's Espeon.
Yeah, Espeon's my other. Yeah, no, Umbreon's my other.
Yeah, a lot of my friends really like Umbreon, but I like Espeon because I had Pokemon Silver.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that was the only one you could get, as far as I remember, in Pokemon Silver. And it just so happened that Espeon looked way cooler to me than Umbreon, and it was psychic, and it was cool. It also helped me through the fighting gym.
Yes, Dane. Yes, that's what I've been saying about the whole Power World thing recently.
Dane. No, I'm just kidding.
The next one on the list is
what
the
else
one
we
you
got
up. That's fine. We'll keep that one up.
So that's why when we go to PAX, I'm going to buy a giant Eevee. That's why I was so obsessed with the giant Eevees.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the 6-foot friggin' Eevees.
Pokemon Legends.
Arceus
was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Basically, you're in a place that's pre-Pokemon. So they've got things like they're just making wooden Pokemon balls. Like they're just starting to make Pokemon balls.
How does that work?
They've just started.
How does a wooden Pokemon ball work?
Let's make it. So you played Silver.
Yeah.
Remember the Apra balls? So you could.
Oh, the berries.
You could get a berry and make a specific Pokemon ball with it. That's the idea.
So it's magic.
Whoa, it's magic.
Yeah, I remember doing that.
Is this the new show?
Is this the new show?
This is Pokemon Legends ZA. So it's the new Legends game that's coming out. I don't know why I'm looking up there as if the camera's up there. It's over here. New Pokemon Legends game that's coming out. It's set in Kalos, which is cool. Lemoy City.
How many friggin' continents does the Pokemon world have? How big is the Pokemon world? Like the world?
It's quite big. Can we get a map?
It would have to be like a Super Earth, wouldn't it?
Really?
Oh, well,
I think
considering that.
each place is like based off of a region in Japan, isn't it?
Oh, so it's not really so. Because like the amount of like continents that the Pokemon world has, and like the size of some of them, it'd have to be a pretty big world for it to have such variation. I should
Well,
say.
what do we got? We got yellow, well, the originals.
Yeah, which was yellow and then green.
Ruby Sapphire. So that's
Sapphire.
3. Oh, here you go. That's not that bad.
No, but then again, that doesn't really show the size of the continents, does it? It's sort of.
Kanto and Johto are together.
I like how that island is on the like right on the nose, Pokemon Island. And then you got the Isle of Armor or Amor. So yeah, okay.
9 continents. There you go.
I knew that Johto and look at that Pokemon shaped island.
It's Kecleon. Ransai. So yeah, set in Lemoy City, Kalos region.
I like that. That's cool.
It's at a time when Lemoy is getting redeveloped as a place for Pokemon and people to live together.
Yeah, that is very true, Dane.
Aside from that, I don't know too much more about it because the trailer was relatively short, but
regions is technically the correct term for it.
Regions, there you go.
Yeah, well, I get
So I'm excited
regions
for
makes
it.
more sense in continent.
2025, next year, which means they're not rushing.
Honestly, 2025 sounds so far away.
It does,
but it's literally what 10 months.
Less than
10. Well, what is it? It's the first or second today,
first
so
of the third, yeah.
Technically 10 months.
Yeah, okay.
Technically 10 months.
Technically.
Because we're
so that's
still
exciting.
It is. That's it. That'll be interesting to see.
The last piece is I really wanted. Don't swap just yet. I really wanted Gold and Silver to be announced. We spoke about this. Let's go Woopa and let's go
Woopa.
Pichu.
Yeah, or maybe. I don't know.
No. Let's go Togepi and let's go Woopa.
That's right.
I really wanted that. I didn't want a Let's Go game, but I'm happy with the Let's Go game. I don't care.
Oh, I never played the Let's Go games.
It's very much Pokemon Go, but within the actual world.
Yeah.
They didn't announce it. But
wait, how does that work with the minis?
You just throw it.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Like you go fishing?
Yep.
Or
you can also just flick it with the joystick.
Oh, okay.
If we can swap over now.
I was more thinking like how does it work in the world?
To the unknown. At the start and the end of
Pokemon Z Day?
The presents.
Oh.
They had unknowns, right?
I loved the unknowns.
What games did they come in the first? What game were they introduced in?
Silver.
Liar. Pokemon Red and Green? No way.
Liar.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it was Pokemon.
I was going to say, Pokemon Silver and Gold. So I'm hoping that is enough of a teaser that at the next one that we get during mid-year, we're going to have a Pokemon Gold.
Yeah, because I remember doing the quest for, or not necessarily the quest, but like having the hints to go to the unknown and catch all the different unknown, which I failed at miserably.
So did I.
But I loved the idea of the unknown.
Yes.
I remember when I first found out about tattoos,
there is
one of the first.
Idea. They're unknown.
One of the first ideas I wanted to get as a tattoo when I first decided about getting tattoos, I just lost my train of thought completely. It was an unknown.
Oh yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Or like a band of unknown.
Yeah.
But
using the unknowns to spell unknown.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
So that's my Pokemon Day.
It's probably not original, but
Pokemon
maybe I'll do
Day.
that actually on this arm. Maybe I'll do the band, an unknown.
That's my Pokemon Day news.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What have I got? Oh yeah. In other news in Pokemon, a fan has taken all original 151 Pokemon, as you can see, and 3D rendered it into one giant creature.
What is this?
This is just a bit of fan art where somebody was like, "Hey, what would happen if I took all 151 and merged them together?" He's taken bits and pieces of every single Pokemon and basically created what was its name? Kantomon Super Chimera.
Oh my lord. Let's go. Yeah.
So this is what it looks like in just the standard 3D, like the standard image that he's done. or they have done.
That
Sorry,
Arbok's cool.
it is, yeah, but it's not just an Arbok.
Oh,
and then here we go. This is the 3D render of it.
Now that's a Pal World boss right there.
So I'm pretty sure there's Venus's flower on the tail. Then you've got Dodrio.
Raichu's tail up there.
Yep, and you got Dodrio and then Butterfree stuck together, and the Geodudes in between. You've got Krabby down the bottom. You've got a Lapras at the front.
There's Psyduck's feet.
Machops.
It has so many heads it does.
Machop on Machamp's hands.
Is that Tangela crossed with a Gyarados for the head?
Yep. Cubone's skull or Marowak's skull. I can't remember exactly. Eevee's ears right up the top. No, sorry, Flareon's ears. Arcanine in the middle.
There's a shoulder there. Oh my, that is one big mess of.
And then you've got whatever that. Oh, I don't know what that little tail. They got Flareon's tail attached to whatever that is. Looks like a Drifloon, but it's not.
For anyone that's listening, I'll pop a picture of this up in the show notes.
Yes.
Holy moly!
And then you've got little tiny Cloyster just attaching there. Not Cloyster.
I'm gonna quickly get up and move.
The little one. What's the little one?
The
pre-evolution.
Shelter. That is messed up, man. Yeah. That is messed up.
It's amazing. What do you mean?
Mugiwara 325.
Yes.
That is impressive.
So they
Someone
wanted,
also requested Jotamon. Oh, that'd be sick.
noted that they kept seeing more and more. Kept seeing something new the more they looked at the Super Chimera. So
yeah,
basically,
that's what's happening with me. Oh, there's Coughing's symbol on Golduck's foot.
Yep. There's a muck in there somewhere, and the Grimer, obviously. But it's just
you know what?
So you can see Scyther's
yeah.
You can see Scyther's scythes.
Yeah. And you know what?
You've got Zapdos.
That's probably just a Ditto.
Yeah, Ditto that's going, I want to be everybody.
Yeah.
It's just multiple Dittos. This is Ditto's
the
evolution.
Face is pretty cool.
Yeah. I was just chilling and I was like, you know what? This would be really cool to talk about. And this is 100% done. This is a complete rendered model. You got Mr. Mime. Zai's up there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, this is insane. When I come across it, I was like, what the actual heck is this? This is terrifying.
Arceus be gone.
Sandshrew in the middle. He's part of the torso. Or the upper, whatever you call that.
Man, that is messed up.
It is. There's Clefairy or Clefable's little fluff tough.
That is messed up.
It's amazing.
That
might need to be lifted up a tiny bit, by the way.
What?
I can't read the very bottom ones.
Oh, okay, yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, with that, in other news,
let's go on to another one. We got another one, not to do with Pokemon. This is complete another segue into another game.
Yep. Well, another game that I love. I think you love it.
I love it as well. Like my very first the very first time that somebody told me that I should do YouTube about 15 years ago. I didn't take their advice because I was an idiot.
Who told you to do that though? Why would you do YouTube?
Because shut up. No, so I did a complete playthrough with this game without realizing that I had I had the option in the settings turned off for autosave.
Oh no.
So I didn't have any autosaves. And I was on the phone to them while I was doing a playthrough, and my mate's girlfriend at the time was like, "This is really funny. You should be recording this and putting it up on YouTube." And I'm like, "No,
well,
don't."
Would you kindly tell the audience what game that is?
The game that we're talking about is the Bioshock franchise.
Bioshock, one of my favorites.
One of my all-time favorites. And so what happened there is I didn't have autosave turned. I got to the last boss. Spoilers for anybody. He kills you with a golf club if you lose. I lost.
Oh, and then he got sent all the way back.
I lost, and it took me all the way back to the start, and I was like, "You are shit." I didn't play it again for another 6 years. But on that note, the creators of Bioshock are coming out with a new game,
Judas,
and it looks phenomenal.
Steampunkish,
space.
And
it's not just steampunky. It's also like Midwestern style America.
Yes, yeah.
very like she's obviously wearing the baseball style get up right now.
It's very pop punk boy band Final Fantasy vibes.
And it just looks like it's gonna be. I did really like the trailer. The transitions.
Yes, yeah.
In that got me. I was like, this is amazing.
We'll put a link to the trailer in the show notes as well if you wanted to watch that yourself. It
does
amazing.
I'm really excited to see what else.
I have faith in pretty much anything they do.
Well, it's Bioshock. They did really well. Bioshock 2. The remasters they did, I really enjoyed. Infinite, I had a lot of fun with. A lot of replay ability in that game.
That's terrifying.
That picture right there is what got me. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. And like the throwing of the thumbs downs.
Yeah.
Is a very on the nose for the current state of society right now.
But it looks good. Look at that. Look at that.
Like some of the gameplay in that. Look.
It's Elliot's favorite. It's Brum.
I love Brum.
Look at that thing.
That looks like the Strand from Destiny.
Oh yeah.
If for anybody in the chat who plays Destiny,
so obviously plasmids or some form of powers.
Yes,
similar is going to be in it.
That's what I'm really curious to see because obviously Bioshock through to Bioshock Infinite was all based on Earth, and they all had similar.
They all had
they all locked in, so the plasmids and stuff made sense. This, I'm really excited to see how they tie it in because it was a stretch to tie Infinite in, being a city in the sky
until the end of it.
Until the end, yeah. But
it
should, because if this is all happening at around about the same time, so I could imagine that this city being launched or station being launched at the same time as Bioshock was founded.
Well, it depends on whether this is in the same
would be really cool
universe.
Yes. But it is called Judas, so it might not be.
I would like, there was references to Judas in the first one.
Oh, really? Yes. Maybe I'm right. The Judas itself was launched or built secretly. It'd be really hard to build in secret. At the same time as Bioshock was being built underwater.
We'll have to check it out.
Oh, 100%.
2024. I wonder, does it have a date of when it's coming out?
No, that's the state of play.
Yeah. But does it have a date of when it's coming out?
No release date.
No release date. Yeah. I'd expect the next couple of years.
I will be
before the end of March 2025.
I will be playing this. 100%.
Well, so will I.
100%. Maybe we'll do a side-by-side play or something like that.
I'd do a straight play.
Yeah.
I'd sit down for the entire time to finish.
100%. Like that, yeah.
That's what I did with Bioshock when I first got my hands on it.
Yeah.
And Bioshock 2 I did in 2 parts.
I think I did in 2 or 3 parts because I had it on the Xbox and I was obviously going to school at the time, so I didn't. Yeah.
Didn't play it all the way through.
But in a bit of a segue on that, this is news that didn't come from either of us. It come from our lovely producer. It's a Bioshock movie. A live action of Bioshock, which should be, if done right, really good.
Considering the state of game movies at the moment,
yeah, but
I'm feeling confident.
I am as well, but you've also got to remember a lot of those, like, this is more than likely going to be a lot of CGI.
Hopefully better than Borderlands. Are you not liking the Borderlands?
Well, Borderlands isn't, from what I can tell, a whole heap of CGI though. Like, this is going to have to be almost all, except for some of the, like the crazy people. I can't remember what they're called.
The splicers.
The splicers and yourself.
Yeah.
Most of it's all going to be CGI, I reckon. Because it's going to be really hard for somebody to walk around in a Big Daddy suit.
It's doable. Especially if they use like some sort of
It should. Well, Borderlands looks good. Is Borderlands movie out yet?
No, not yet.
So shush, Roscoe.
Talent choices are questionable. Roscoe, are you with
Are you with me on this?
I think you're with Nick on this one. Because you don't like Cate Blanchett.
It's not that I don't like her, I just don't think she's a good fit for Siren.
I also
she's not.
I'm happy with her, right?
They gave her a wig.
I don't know how I feel about. Well, yeah, who's gonna have Siren's hair?
Lots of people.
Name one.
Karen Gillian would have been amazing for it.
Fair enough.
That's right. Like she played Nebula. She shaved her head for that role.
Fair enough.
And she would be phenomenal. Look, don't even phenomenal. So you can't even, you can't even argue with that. Yes, she agrees.
I don't think I like Kevin Hart as Roland.
The cast are very old. I reckon Jack Black will be fine. She's not old. Who's that? Ariana Greenbutt? Oh, I can't see her name properly.
Greenblatt.
She's
Yeah,
not
but she's
old.
playing Tiny Tina.
She's playing Tiny.
But she looks good in it.
All right.
Yeah, she does.
And obviously that guy, Florian Manhunt, is wearing a full face mask, so you won't worry about him.
You really can't see that, can you?
No, and I think that says Edgar Ramirez, but that's really blurry.
As Atlas. Yeah, that'll be good.
But it's also, there's
Jamie
no
Lee
blur.
Curtis.
But also, he's wearing a thing. I reckon Claptrap will be amazing for... Look how old... Look, Kate Blanchett. Look how...
Look, she's even got the same eyes as
She's
Lilith.
so old looking.
But it doesn't matter.
It does, because Siren's a young, hot babe. And Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's fine. Come on, Tess is an old lady.
I can't even remember what she's in.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, what's she in? Give me some things. I literally cannot remember right now.
All right, bring up Jamie Lee Curtis's filmography.
She's a fan. Jamie Lee Curtis, you're fine with because she's a fan of the game. So that's good.
Halloween, True Lies, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Freaky Friday, Trading Places, Halloween, Knives Out. She was amazing in Knives Out. What?
I'm not recognizing any of these.
Any
movies.
of these?
Nope.
Really?
Nope. Nah.
What would you recognize? You just don't watch movies then.
I don't reckon. No, these are all old movies. These are all 90s and early 2000s.
Oh, she's in From
What's
Up on
that?
Poppy Hill. It's an anime.
Oh, I've seen clips from, but I haven't actually seen it.
Jamie Lee Curtis, man.
Yeah, Jack Black will be good as Claptrap, I reckon. If I'm reading your, I am. Jack Black's good in any role he is. Yeah, like I've seen her in things. I just probably just not movies. I don't know. Jeff Dunham.
I don't think we can be friends.
We are too bad. I don't know. Like, look, don't get me wrong. I think the movie's going to be amazing. There's no question about that. I'm just, why would you cast somebody?
But she's going to be able to play the character. Doesn't matter what she looks like. She's going to be able to
Siren
play the character.
Is a very physical character, and I'm not saying that whatever her name is,
Kate Blanchett,
isn't physically active and stuff, but it requires a lot of stunt work, I would say.
Yeah, and that's why they have what are they called? Stuntmen.
Stunt women, thank you.
Well, either way.
No, hang on. Stunt people, or
either way.
Or no, I can't say that.
Either way, because it's
and Kate Blanchett. Yeah, I'd like. Look, I think it's going to be. I don't like that picture right there.
That's surely not a part of the movie.
I hope not.
That's open art. That's
okay,
AI.
it's AI. Okay, cool. Look, I'm really excited for the movie, and I'm gonna give it a fair go. I just think I just think they could have cast some of the
Look, I agree with Kevin Hart. I 100% agree with. I think that Kevin Hart's voice and the way he acts is not Roland.
No, wait, Roland. No, because Roland is the soldier.
Yes,
he's very leader, hands-on, physical.
Yeah, and Kevin Hart's very don't touch me.
He's very funny.
Yes, yeah,
and yeah, I have seen. He did play that. What's the movie with the old guy who's supposed to be a quadriplegic or not supposed to be? Is a quadriplegic?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
He did play that really well
with old mate in it.
Yes. I think it was not that. Like he was really good in that. I can't remember what it was called. I'm seeing a lot of it on TikTok because it's just a good movie.
He was serious in that, but that was also a different serious.
But Kevin
Hart is going to play Kevin Hart.
He wasn't playing. Yeah, he wasn't playing a soldier.
Same as Will Smith plays Will Smith.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep
my wife's name. I don't know. Like, I'm really happy with some of the actors, and I think it's going to be amazing. I just really think that there were probably maybe not as experienced, just would suit the role better, and would give them an opportunity to really
have a shot,
crack into the acting scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
On something that would be considered like a AAA game themed movie.
For what's her name?
Karen Gillan. Like obviously she was in
Avengers isn't big enough for her?
Obviously, no, but not her specifically, but like some of the other ones, like obviously the Soldier could have been played by somebody who's not Kevin Hart. Like I love Kevin Hart. Don't get me wrong. No, I don't think he would have done good in that.
I'm just saying, like in general.
No, because you don't want to replace Kevin Hart with The Rock because then you get shitty. Look, I love Kevin Hart. I think he's funny. Love his comedian. Love most of the movies that he's in. It's just, I
love pretty much everything he's in.
I don't see him playing Soldier.
I can't see him doing this. No, I can't see him
like playing same. I'm in the same boat as like Elliot the other week. Like I played Borderlands to death. Like so, you know those characters inside of it, and then you play the prequel and all that, and you get to see them as they're growing up a bit more. And I don't know. I'm gonna give it a fair chance, and I'll give it. We're gonna go to the movies. We're gonna watch it.
All right.
And we're gonna love it. And then we're gonna come back here and we're gonna rag on it.
I hope we love it.
I reckon we will.
All right. So moving on.
Yeah. What else have you got?
Enough for gaming news. What have you got podcast.
Oh, okay. No, sorry, that sounded. Oh, nice. Tell me more about that. Sorry.
So if you guys didn't know, this is a new podcast.
It is. Yeah.
If you're all listening anywhere else, YouTube or on Spotify,
wherever you get your podcast,
live stream this.
We do
on Twitch on Friday nights, starting between 7 and 7:30. We're still having some issues with that, so we'll figure that out. But
we get
if you wanted to come across, all the links will be in the description. You thought I was going to announce it like a new podcast?
Yeah, I did.
You're like, wait, what?
I was like, you're starting a second podcast?
And you get to be part of chat. Yeah, it's on Spotify now, Roscoe. Finally today. It took me ages to get it done.
You do get to be part of chat, and chat are cool people.
Yes, that's right. So if you want to come across, feel free to jump across. With that, I do want to swap over to something we've been meaning to talk about, but haven't actually chatted about.
Oh yeah? Hit me.
Which is one of the big reasons we started this. Was to chat about mental health within the gaming
and how
gaming scene, and also mental health within the content creator scene.
I do see that there.
Yes,
now.
You can see. Yeah, see how amazing.
Look, all I did was I read the gaming news and I exit. Then I skipped down to game highlights.
So, my question to you is sort of, what's your relationship with gaming and mental health?
Well, define relationship.
So do you?
Because I'm very open.
Let me explain my relationship with gaming and
very polyamorous when it comes to gaming.
Well, so am I. But what I'm talking about is
like because obviously my relationship with gaming and mental health is very different to what it was 10 years ago.
Yes, so was mine.
Yeah.
I feel like mine back then was a lot more toxic. I would miss things to play video games. I would skip work for releases. I'd call in sick on midnight.
What do you
releases.
mean you call in sick for release? I don't do that for anybody at work. But you know, I don't do it these days. But when World of Warcraft, one of the I think it was Legion. When Legion dropped, I took 2 days off work.
Yeah.
When Diablo 3 released, I took time off work.
Yeah.
When Halo 4 came out, or Halo 5, I took time off.
For me, it was Destiny, the first release of Destiny. I took time off work. I
wasn't working when I think you started working. I didn't start working until autumn. Or Daniel, when Zoe became pregnant with Autumn is when I went out and got the job.
Yeah.
So I've only been working for about 8 to 10 years now.
Oh yeah, I started working when I
was on and off, but it wasn't like
13.
I wasn't like my sister who would go down to like the local wildlife rescue people and work with them. Or
yeah, we lived on a farm, so like I had to work.
Yeah, same. Like I had to go to the piggery and stuff.
Yeah,
but it wasn't. I didn't have to go.
Oh, we had to.
Yeah, I didn't have to.
We had to. So many people take time off for releases. Yeah, and look, I understand that. Back in the day, I'd take a lot of time off.
Yeah,
it was like every second game that came out, and I've had workplaces that have been like, "Dude, you take a lot of time off."
No, I don't.
Yeah, I play a lot of video games. I mean,
I'm very sick.
But
mentally.
I think. Do you have any go-to video games when it comes to, say, like if you're having a down day, or you know you just want to get away for a little bit?
Not these days.
Was WoW your main go-to?
Sort of. Yeah, I guess raid nights were probably a bit of an escape because it was a reason to a reason to sit down and play WoW with a bunch of mates and just
Socialize.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was that, but also that was getting away from well, not getting away. I shouldn't say that. Taking a break from a fresh baby or
Yes. Yeah.
just trying to wind down or like first like was really bad. It was like I used to wake up to feed Daniel when he was a baby, and I have a giant caterpillar. I don't know if you've seen it, giant plush caterpillar.
No, I haven't seen that.
And what I would do is I would get him and lay him on my lap, get the caterpillar and sort of use it as a pillow,
Yeah.
and then wrap it around and prop the bottle up on the pillow so that I could hold mouse and keyboard while holding Daniel, while feeding him the bottle without,
having to. Yeah, I did the same thing with Addie, except I had a recliner set up with a console.
Yep.
And so I'd have her in the breastfeeding pillow with the bottle in between my arm, up on her mouth, and I'd just be playing like this.
Yep.
And then and it was a way for me to make sure that I stayed awake. Number one, because it's obviously
you're
dangerous
focusing on something.
focusing on something. And number two, I wasn't angry that I was waking up.
Yes.
So if I had to, if I went to bed at 12 and I had to get up at 2, I'd get up, hop onto my game, and I'd be like, oh well, I just get to play. I think I was playing Outer Wilds at the Outer World.
Outer Worlds, not Outer Wilds, because Outer Wilds is a game, but it's very different.
Yes, yeah. Outer Worlds.
I don't think I ever really had a go-to runaway game. I would just jump on and play whatever I was feeling, whether it was Prototype, Halo, Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare games. I didn't have a PC until around about 8 years ago, 9 years ago now. At least a proper one that could actually play
video games.
Yeah. But then when I was also living in a situation with Burgess many, many years ago that you probably know about in Wangaratta, my mental health was very bad then, and just playing whatever didn't need internet.
Yeah.
Just to get away from the fact that I didn't have a lot of food, didn't have a lot of money. I only had one person to socialize, and because the internet and Messenger and all that sort of stuff was very different back then.
You couldn't reach out to other people as well.
Very isolated, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a way, watch a movie, play a game, just veg out and don't think about it until you have to.
Yeah. I don't think I've got. I think I've got a type of game that I like playing when I'm a little bit down, and most of it's fantasy, really for me. Or this is weird, horror.
That's fair because but also
Solitaire.
Horror makes you think.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
And it gets you it makes you go, oh shit, when's the next jump scare? Where is it? Where?
Yeah.
And then you're so focused on predicting the next jump scare or keeping an eye out that when it happens, you're so immersed in it that you're like, it happens. Then you get off and you're like, huh, I'm still a bit sad, but
not that sad. Yeah. Mine recently, not recently, a little while ago, we had a bunch of issues happen, just in succession.
Yeah, one after the other.
And it was a hard time, and I had finished my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, and I found myself instantly loading up another save, and I just got lost in it.
Yeah, just kept on
There
going.
was so much, and I put it on the hardest difficulty. There was so much strategy to it, so much.
Actually, Skyrim.
Tactical stuff. It was, my brain didn't have a chance to think about anything else.
Yeah. If we go back to when I was a bit younger and like when I first started getting into console games and all that, Morrowind and Oblivion were probably my two biggest escapism games.
Yeah.
Because you go into it, you get to create a character, play whatever you want. And
the whole RPG element.
Yeah, you can just go around, dick around, live essentially another life. And then when Skyrim came out, I think I was in a pretty bad place, and I played that for days. Like I have hundreds upon hundreds of hours in Skyrim on the console original release. Like I went full deep into that one.
I forgot about that. I got fired from a job.
Yeah, I wasn't working. I was in school at the time, I'm pretty sure, or not long out of school.
I was working at a supermarket, and I had
Which wouldn't have helped your mental health at all either.
Me and my brother-in-law were playing it, not together, but
yeah,
he was watching. He was relatively young, and I remember getting a phone call in the afternoon at one point. They're like, "Where are you?" I was like, "I'm at home." Why? They're like, "You were meant to start work 4 hours ago." They're like, your phone has been off. I was like, yeah, I just put it on the charge. Like, wait, what time? Are you all right?
Yep. Sorry. Just sneezing.
It's like, wait, what time is it? And I realized I had missed my shift.
Yeah.
And I'd already missed other shifts because of Skyrim.
So essentially, it was the last straw.
It was the last straw. And I'm not proud of that.
No, and you shouldn't be.
But that did happen.
Yeah, but also that right there is a good example of what does happen, because especially when you've got ADHD and you've got a lot going on in your life, like you tend to hyperfixate on the game. Everything else around it sort of gets put in the back burner, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I'm hungry. Oh shit, I missed my work.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, I haven't eaten for 24 hours. Yeah, Dane, Honor Mode. I'm so keen to give Honor Mode a try. I'm gonna suck at it, but Stardew, Ark, yes, yeah. Those ones you can really get lost in.
Yeah, Ark wasn't too much of an escapism for me, because I played that with friends. So back in the day when I first played it, same with like Diablo. I played that as a kid, and it was more. How do I put that? It wasn't necessarily in a bad family environment. It was just my uncle lived down the road, and he was the only one in the family with a computer. And when I say down the road, I mean a 5-minute walk, if that, like 6 houses down. So I'd walk down to his house at like just after dinner, just knock on the door, go in. He'd be like, "Yep, computer's over there." Sit down. I'd play Diablo or Diablo 2. I think I played Diablo 2 before Diablo, and then Mum was like, "Be home before the street lights come on."
Yeah,
which at the time was like 7:38. So I got an hour and a half playing Diablo, but that was more. I don't think that was an escapism sort of thing, because I was very young then. That was very, very young. I can't read it. Can't see it.
I'll have to make it bigger for you.
No. It's literally cut off.
Oh, it's cut off. Yeah.
That's why I said we're gonna have to lift it up.
Yeah, I gotta stop saying I stream and I say so much.
I don't. These days, I find it to be the opposite. I find I struggle to sit down and stick to a game.
Yeah, that's become, as I've gotten older,
especially if I'm excited about it.
Yeah, that's the case for me.
I was very excited to play
Nightingale, and you haven't played it?
No, I have played it. Pal World.
Yes, yeah.
Super excited. Got about 60 hours in it.
That's it. Playing it.
Same with Starfield. I was super excited with Starfield because it's my kind of game.
Yeah.
Space, RPG, cool weapons, cool class trees, all that stuff. And then I was just like, I just can't.
Yeah, that's fair. That's hard. It's I'm the same unless it really sinks its hooks into me. So like,
I get 50, 60 hours into a game and then I'll just stop.
Baldur's Gate 3 I haven't
played that since
it's done me. I'm ready to go again. I'm ready to go for another.
I bought that at the beta and I was like, this is amazing.
I'm ready to play it again. And I looked at purchasing Baldur's Gate 2 today.
Yeah, that would be fun to do.
So but then I've played stuff like, what have I played recently that I've not touched again?
We should definitely give
Ion Life.
Yeah. Never played it.
It's
I know what it is. I've seen Stacey play it.
I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I played maybe 6 hours of it and I haven't touched it.
Yeah.
Not touched it.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, especially these days when you're just spoiled for choice. It's the same for like sitting down for Netflix.
Of the market.
Same as sitting down watch Netflix. Like I remember going down to the store and having 20, 25 movies to pick from. And it was very easy to pick one. Whereas these days, you go on a Netflix, Spotify, Netflix, Stan, Prime, Apple TV. What's the other one? Starts with a H, not Hinge. Hulu. And you've just
Hanamura.
Crunchyroll and all those sorts of things. Like, and you've got thousands of titles to pick from, and you're like,
it's so hard. Yeah, there's sometimes
and then
I sit
you
on
end
Netflix,
up watching the same one.
There's sometimes I sit on Netflix and I'll just be scrolling, and I'll scroll for 2 hours and go,
and
I can't watch a movie anymore because I don't have enough time.
What I used to like about one of the anime websites that I used to use, it was one of the ones that technically was illegal.
Too overwhelming. Yeah.
Huh?
It's overwhelming too.
No. It is overwhelming. Exactly. It used to have a random button.
Yes. Yeah. Netflix had it at one point.
Yeah, you click the random button, a movie comes up, looks interesting, click it again, another one comes up. Eventually, you're like, this this is what I'm watching,
yeah.
and took away essentially 99% of the choice because all you had to do was click a button, read a synopsis.
There is an app. It's for partners though. So
yeah.
you'd have.
So we have to partner up.
Well,
You're
let's
married,
say
we can't do that.
Let's say you and me want to watch a movie. We get this app, and then it's basically Tinder. You swipe right on the movies you want to watch, and when you both get a match,
really cool.
It tells you you're watching this tonight.
We're gonna be there for 2 hours. And then it's like, well, you can't decide what to watch a movie. I think I'd like that movie actually, especially in group settings.
Yeah, 100%. It'd be really good.
Yeah, because I found I've been watching movies that I used to watch back in the day. Like I recently rewatched.
Yeah.
What did I recently rewatch? I think we watched the Other Mary, which was hilarious. We wanted to watch Shallow Hell again.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie.
Which is a good movie.
Yeah,
and I watched Hitch the other day with Will Smith.
Oh yeah,
where he's a relationship advice,
Yeah,
and then eventually becomes about him wanting to trying to get the girl, and nothing that he has taught other people works.
Yeah.
Amazing movie.
Someone needs to implement a feature on these services that indicate a time, your interests, movies you like, and it recommends like 5. That would be nice.
I reckon I'd like that, but then I'd probably be like, I don't like any of these.
The only thing, because Netflix has got, if you like this, you might like this as well.
Yeah.
And I go into there and I go, I would like all of these. Add to watch list.
It's just not what I want to watch now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like Steam does it. I think really well is the queue.
Yes. Yeah.
It doesn't do it. It doesn't do it well for me because it gives me games that I don't want or would even consider playing. But it's like because it's a part of a category that I've already played. It's like I like this, and I'm like,
yeah.
Take the card games away from me. But no, it is. It's a hard thing and I would like to talk to. Like I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get a chance to talk to Elliot about it the other week, but because it would have been interesting to get his take on how it's affected him and how it affects him now.
Yes,
because he's obviously in the streaming industry as well, but he comes from what I could tell, different style background to what we did. I come from a different one from you, obviously, but
I've noticed since doing content creation, games no longer do what they did for me.
No, exactly, yeah.
So everything I play now, and I'm getting better at this. I'm taking myself away from this. But everything I play now is my mic messing up. Oh
no, what have you done? Yeah.
Is that better, Stacey?
Thanks, Daddy.
Everything I'm playing at the moment, I'm trying to get better at it, but everything I play at the moment, I see I could do content on this.
I found just forcing myself to get past that initial, I feel like shit, this is boring.
Yeah.
Giving it 10 to 15 minutes and going, and it's like when you read a book for the first time and the first 10 chapters are just kind of drab.
Yeah.
And you're like,
see, that's where I'd pull out because 10 chapters would probably take me 10 weeks.
Well, when you read as fast as I do, you tend to burn through books like really quickly. Like just because you're a little reader doesn't mean anything. Like I read The Goblet of Fire in 2 days.
It's like 500 pages, man.
I know. Yeah, which is a massive book.
That would take me
about 7 weeks.
So I'm getting better. You know what? I started off with little books. I started off with things like The Hobbit, which is a smaller book.
All right.
And a couple other smaller ones so that I could get that stamina up.
Mm-hmm.
And then
smaller books, he says.
The Hobbit is a small book.
The Hobbit's not a small book.
Yes, it is. You keep talking.
My definition of a small book is like novella, like you can read in a day. Whoa. He's gone. He's out. He's gone. He wants me to keep talking a bit. So Anthony's a big old butthole. No, but I don't think The Hobbit's a small book. It's like Hobbit's a journey. And isn't that The Hobbit 3 books? The Hobbit's only 1 book? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. That's why.
282 pages.
Oh, really? Why did I think it was a bigger book than... You know what it is? You know what? Yeah, it's The Lord of the Rings plus the movies make it seem bigger than it is.
282 pages.
Smaug certainly looked fast asleep. Bilbo peeped once more from the entrance.
Dr.
He's about
Seuss.
to step out onto
Yeah,
the floor.
I read
where
Dr.
he
Seuss
poured
books.
Sudden thin ray of red
Okay, that's enough.
from under the drooling lip of Smaug's left eye. He was only pretending to sleep, watching the tunnel entrance. Dun dun dun!
Please don't copyright strike us.
Oh, no, you can do that. You can do readings
No,
online.
you can't.
You can.
No, you can't.
That was less than 30 seconds. It's fine. What
Um,
do you mean you can't? All right, whatever.
no, people have been copyright striked for
Oh.
reading books online.
Serious?
Yeah, because it's not their content,
Oh.
and they're not doing anything to actually
I wonder
change it.
I wonder how my book talk creators are doing then. And my booktube people are.
Do they just read?
Daniel Green does reviews. But he does do some readings.
That would help out.
Because he did a reading.
If you
I'm
did
pretty
like a
sure
dramatic one,
I
where
think
it was
he did
like,
a reading of The Hobbit at one point.
and then he said to, because Audible's a thing now, and
Yeah,
people
yeah, it
pay
is.
for people to read books.
Yeah, I love Audible.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so do I. It's fantastic.
I don't know. I think it's because of the movie and because it just feels so inflated. In tag. And yes, the Lord of the Rings movies are like the books are huge.
Yes, yeah.
Well, not huge, but like they're big.
You're speaking in a mocking voice. Yeah, that is true. All right. Well,
Let's segue away from that into our gameplay time.
not yet. Not yet.
Oh,
Before we do finish up, like I said, we are on Spotify. We are also on Libsyn, which is the hosting service that we're using to
What's that?
make the. Yeah, I'll talk to you about it afterwards.
Okay.
It's the hosting service that we're using to make the podcast, or put the podcast up at least anyway. Links will be in the bio, in the show notes. Links will be on the Twitch channel as soon as I can get that done. Yeah, we're going to be, after this, we're going to be playing That's Not My Neighbor. It's a fun game. Stop mimicking me. I'm going to put my hands on
You're mimicking me.
we're going to be playing That's My Neighbor, a fun little game. It's like
I can't do it. My shirt's too tight.
It's a spot the difference style game. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so stick around for that. If you're listening on the podcast, thank you for listening. And if you enjoy it, please feel free to leave a rating as well.
Yeah, leave a rating. I don't know if you can like on Spotify, but do that.
I think it's just a rating. If you have any,
send it to all your friends.
If you have any questions or you got any things you'd like to share with us, email us at theleveluploungepodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next week where we will be announcing our next guest.
We will be. How exciting.
For the week after.
For the week after, yeah.
That's 2 guests in
a month. Give or take. Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm
super keen for this guest. Should we actually, can we give a teaser?
Oh,
what can I think of?
Which one is it again?
Oh, well, I'm not going to tell you. Let's just say.
Do they like foxes?
Oh, now you've just given it. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Teaser, not Caesar.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening over on the podcast, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.